Welcome back to a very exciting episode of Climbing Progress. This episode, we're going to be working on purple, orange, and a couple black climbs. Let's jump into it. Starting off, as I said last episode, downstairs, all new climbs this episode here. So it's going to be pretty exciting for the most part. Starting off with this yellow one, super simple, very nice and easy. Up next is this red one. You start with two hands on this big square volume there, cube volume. Pretty simple. Kind of just grab this here. This is a lot of volumetric climbing, by the way. Not a lot of footholds for the most part here, but yep, all in there. And then I just kind of use this volume to help me myself up, match the top. Then, of course, we always got to go to the green right after we do red. Keep the trend going. Make my way up here. This was, again, not too exciting. I think this was probably the best part here was actually standing, forcing yourself to stand up on top of that, and then from there it's reach out and touch the top. Then I moved over to this orange climb here. Did not expect to get it on my first try. I just thought, you know what, let's just give it a shot. Let's see what happens here. But I was happily surprised with myself. I kind of got my feet situated correctly here, and I was able to bump that right foot up a little bit, bump my left foot, and then match the top hold. Bob's your uncle. This black climb here, I tried to start it. I thought, you know what, if I could do that orange one, maybe I can do this black one. That was very far-fetched. I tried to start it twice. I couldn't even start it. I like barely get my feet off the ground, so I kind of gave up on that one. Then this green one here, actually a very fun one. Very dynamic move here, where initially I tried to just slowly walk my feet across, and I was hoping I could reach out to that green hold with a white chalk on it and grab it, but I realized too late that I need to kind of be more dynamic. I tried a second time with a slightly different foot placement. Unfortunately, you can't see it on video here because I can't look and film my feet at the same time. But as you can see, you can kind of see my foot moving up a little bit more at the bottom, and I get a little bit closer on it. And so I realized, okay, I think I just need to move my legs a little bit faster here. Able to move my legs faster, make that move there. From here, it's a pretty straightforward climb. It's just kind of, you grab onto that and then reach up there and stand, match, boom. Up next is a red climb. Very simple. I started with two hands on that undercling there, and then I was able to grab that. I walked up the ladder a couple steps and then stood up and grabbed the top hold. Not really sure why that was even red. Could have been a yellow one, honestly. This purple one, I would say, is definitely a lot more difficult than the previous one you just saw. But this one, very exciting because it kind of spans. You go up and then you kind of work your way across this little gap right here. There's no footholds here except that one way out there. So you don't really have a lot of good feet. But I was feeling really strong today. I was able to match that there and then just got my right foot on there, went up, grabbed it, was able to get it. Now, unfortunately, these climbs here are not very well situated for watching someone do it because, as you'll see in this, in coming up, you just see a lot of one red hold, and that's kind of it. So I omitted quite a few of them, but I'll show you one more after that. A couple more, I should say. This orange one here, I thought, you know what, I need to just keep trying more orange climbs because I'm starting to feel like maybe 30% of the time I can start to do orange, which to me is a massive win. Means I'm making progress, and that's kind of what this whole channel is about, is just kind of seeing my progress evolve, over the many months that I've been doing this now. This green one here, just pretty straightforward and simple. Working my hands up, making sure my feet are in the right spot. And then this last move here is just kind of hanging off that one arm, my right arm here, and then match that, and then drop down. So this first attempt on like the starting on the volume here, I just was like, I wonder how far I can get. Very nerve wracking. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for the green. So I decided to go for the green on that one. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. uh, and I ended up not really showing any of the other attempts because they just were not exciting, honestly. They are marked in my uh my document at the end of the video, but you're just looking at a red hold for the most part, and I feel like people don't really want to just see that. Uh, so instead, I moved to the far kind of reaches of the gym, way in the back. Start off with this purple one here. Now, I had been climbing for probably about 25, 30 minutes longer. Um, they weren't that the volume climbing wasn't that hard, but you know, this was definitely not. It was not. I was not feeling my freshest here. So that one just completely mistook that for a handhold. But this second time, reach out, I'm able to grab that, and then once I was able to start this climb, I was like, this is a easy climb here. Get some nice handholds in there. Walk my feet up. Just kind of laying back right now, keeping solid contact, and then do one big move, grab that, match that, call it a day. I was able to spot this black climb, and I thought, you know what, this looks like a climb I can do. Um, so I spotted this when I started climbing that green one, and it caught my eye, and I was like, you know what, I should give it a try. I was feeling confident. I was feeling strong today. I was like, let's give it a try. This first time here, kind of fall off the wall. Second time, I do a little bit different move where I match that there. This is still the same. Go up for that. I skipped that intermediate hold there with my first hand, and then I hit that there. I'm trying to get my foot into the start hold, but it's just not feeling super comfortable to me. I stand up and I just don't feel comfortable. Full crimp on that, and I just can't. I just couldn't get my body weight over. So again, I try again here. It was nice. This one I fall when I reach up to grab that, I fall off. It was actually really nice to work on this climb because there was someone seemingly right around struggling just as much as me, around my climbing strength, which made me feel good because it was like, hey, let's like work on this problem together. And so, problem solving as a team is a lot easier than problem solving by yourself. That time, my hand slips off the thing. Fortunately, I don't get it, but the guy was able to get it right before me, and so then I had this climb right here where I walked my feet up, skipped that intermediate hold initially. I got my foot in the start hold, my right foot in the start hold. I stood up, put my foot on the hold right next to the start hold, matched that there, was able to shift over. I match it right there, feeling good, able to climb down, super easy, super happy. First black climb on the channel. Really just overall really pleased with that climb. Up next, do this red one here. My foot kind of slips a little bit, but I'm able to regain it and kind of just put it up higher on that light green volume. Now we're standing up here, going up. I just checked my hands because it felt like I had got a tear, but thankfully I did not. Able to walk all the way up, grab the top. Good climb. Then I was like, you know what? I just did a black climb. Let's see if I can do this orange climb here. I started this climb here, and I was very quickly I realized, yeah, it's not going to happen, but maybe in the future. Then I thought, you know what? Let's finish it off with a purple climb. This will be a great way to end. I'll feel really solid about it. So I was like, let's jump on this. So working on this one here, got my hands here, walked my feet over to that big volume, or that big hold. Then I do this undercling, and I think here I make a mistake. I grab it with my hand the wrong direction, I feel like. And from here, I'm just unable to make a solid movement. I'm moving my feet around a lot because nothing's feeling like I can hold really well off my right hand. And so then I have to go up with the rat, and I couldn't match with that. So instead, I end up trying this green climb here. Not trying, but I end up doing this green climb as my final climb, my final completion of the day. Just had to get my feet going up here a little bit. And normally, this is where I struggle to kind of get my feet up, but I was able to immediately 1, 2, get my feet up there, do it. Tail of the tape. Awesome climbing experience overall today. Felt super strong. Got one black climb on the very colorful wall of climbs as you saw earlier, which I didn't really consider a black because it was pretty easy to do. But that second black climb that we all saw, awesome job there, in my opinion. I have to give myself a pat on the back. First black climb on the channel. Super happy with that. Looking forward. Basically, I'm looking forward to the next time I go climbing. That's going to be all for this video. Thanks for watching. Keep on climbing.